Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the stream. Let me make sure everything's good to go. I have... yeah, music is turned off.
Mankind is constantly creating.
Alright, so, welcome. So, it is Saturday, therefore it is Transport Day. I don't know, I was going to play this on Thursday and then things happen. But yeah, so welcome, Transport Fever. So there recently was I think they're calling it the summer update, where they've set up, or they've worked on a few things associated with buildings and things like that. Where now buildings, if you used to be able to add buildings on before, but they really didn't do anything. Now they actually have meaning. They actually increase, like, storage and things like that. So today what we're going to do, we're just going to fiddle around a little bit with the new pouch and stuff like that, and with some of the new settings associated with it. So one of the things is businesses, if they're not served now, instead of them just shutting down and sitting on the map until you interact with them, now they go out of business and they remove themselves off the map. You'll get a notification that a business is going to be going, or that a business is going to be closing, and you get the kind of like the delete bar when you delete something, and you get that red line. In this case, what happens is the red line pops up and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Once it is completely gone, the business deletes itself off the map and it will not come back until later. So what we're going to be doing is kind of hoping a little bit for that. The first thing we're going to hope for is we have a farm up here. We wouldn't mind it being a little closer down here. Right now we're also going to plan on every single city is going to get 6 items. Right now each of them has 1 of the 6, which is not too bad. But yeah, so my plan is to do theoretically 2 loops. Well, 3 loops. The first one is going to be residential, or sorry, pedestrian? Passenger transport. It's going to go from Northfleet here. Probably it's going to go in this area and kind of shoot around. Or I might just bring it through and straight on through the mountain. We'll see how much it costs to watch it. And then the line will then dogleg it over here to Newlyn. And that's it. And basically the plan is to have trains going both ways. It'll be very much, double lined. Newlyn Northfleet will be the end of the passenger line, and that is it. We'll have the passenger line set up. We'll set up our trucks to transport people around within these towns. But that's going to be it. That's what we're going to be doing for the towns. Since there's only 3 towns, there's not much of a concern for things. I was thinking of actually doing Watchet to Newlyn to Northfleet, just because it would be easier to run a line across here versus have it come in here. But I mean, if I just go through the mountain, it's no big deal. What's this game about? Hello, Uno. It is transport logistics. So it's a logistics game where the key is to provide all the towns with all the things they need. The more they get the stuff they need, the bigger the towns get, and that's it. And to make sure your business does not go out of business. Yeah, just make sure your business is going to business. So what we're going to do first, we're going to start Northfleet here. We're going to actually set up let's set up the RCI so I can see where things are. Alright, so the entire western part of the town is residential, which is good. Because that way I can set up a residential train pretty much right here. So what I'm actually going to do, knock out that town right there. I'm gonna put in another street like that. Make sure I at least match the type of street it is. And there we go. It's only gonna have 1 track going through, and to be honest, it only needs to have the 1 line going. No, just 1 line. 1 line going through. I'm going to bring it down this way a little further, because later on down the road... Well, actually, no. I don't need to do that, because I'm going to be... I need to see where the... Okay, yeah. So there's a little line right there showing me where the pedestrians are going to cross the road. So I'll line up at least one of those. Oh wow, that came very close. That's connected to you. I'll see if I can run a train line through that, or a track through that, but I got it perfect, okay. I only want it to go to about... Too much slope. Oh, because you're trying to adjust... It's got to go through the road there. Alright, anyways, buildings... We need the train yard. Done. Okay. So the next plan is to build the station at the other location. And the camera's actually up a little higher than I thought it was going to be. Girlfriend fiddled with it because she was using it for classes today. Little shadow there. Alright, so plan is to cut through here, put a bridge. I've only got the 2 bridges. Down the road, I'm going to be using trucks mostly for the commercial stuff, or the industrial stuff, so... Oh, yeah, I'm in the way, aren't I? There, we'll do... that. Well, actually, I guess I can move myself to actually the other side, because I don't... Yeah. Because when I bring up all the icons and stuff like that, it'll be a lot of stuff will be on the left anyways. So right now everything's paused while I think about this. Okay, so if I bring the line through the mountain... Yeah, here in town, it's mostly centered. So this town will also, this station will also have two tracks as well. I have to remember that. So I put it like here, not exactly here, but like here-ish. Let's turn that off, and it'll show me how much it covers in town as well. Because this town is the useless town. Okay, yeah, I'll put it like there, which means I'm going to extend this road out this way. I feel like a building roads as, I don't know. Can you hear music in the background? I hope it's not that loud. Let's go to that. Filters. Alright, give me 1 second. Crap. So that's my neighbor. It's 8 o'clock on a Saturday. They decided, my new neighbor, they do band practice on Saturdays now, suddenly. Now that the weather's gotten nicer. Fortunately, the way my mic works is a little... Yeah, someone... Yeah. Which is going to be a little concerned, because then I might get dinged for copyright. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Tell me if you hear them still now. They stopped playing the moment I changed the settings. Yeah, I can see my mic going. Give me 1 quick second.
Mankind is constantly creating amazing new...
Oh, the game's not playing any audio because I'm also paused. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to be able to get rid of it, which has me a little nervous. Well, I guess we'll find out. Let's... We'll see how that is. I'm trying to increase my my noise gate a little bit, but that doesn't look like it's happening. I'm gonna have to deal with it until it starts playing music in the game. No, but they're playing cover music. In my opinion, not well, but they are playing cover band. They're basically playing cover music. Put you there. Okay. Then we got this one over here. You're looking at one, but you're actually going to be a dead end. Where is my RCI? Because my RCI, well, my RCI here is on the other side of town. So for now, we can put it there. Later on, I can increase buildings so that I can actually have more people doing things. There we go. See, the plan is to have basically two big rings of... can't really make it just... Yeah, well, one of the things I've learned about the YouTube copyright system is somehow they can hear things that, for some reason, normal people can't. And even I can't. I got dinged once because my girlfriend was listening to stuff on our Alexa during a recording in our kitchen. And even the mic, like, I went back and listened to it, I couldn't hear it. But then I went back and looked at the Alexa playlist, and I'm like, okay, well, we did play those songs during that time. Like, how is it yeah. Anyways, so what we're going to do, I'm going to build two interlocking industrial lines as well. The one line's going to come probably around like this, and the other one will come around like this, maybe. Then have them link kind of in the center. And then have the six different, basically the 3 different towns taking whatever they need. Nice. I'm wearing whatever came with my sister's Samsung cell phone 6 years ago. Because my real earbuds are upstairs. Okay, so we're going to do 1, extend, 2, about there, okay. So what I got to do here is look to see where I'm going to put the train line first. I'll do the line 1 first, and then I'll go back and do line 2. But I also want the speed to stay at 120. There we go. As long as the speed stays to 120, I'll be happy. Okay, so to keep it at 120, I've got to build a bridge here. You know what? That's actually fine. I don't mind that. That's 120 all the way across the board there. This is 120 kilometers an hour straight through there. Perfect. Now, one of the good things I will like about this game is if I want to do the next line, I can just click and drag, and it will auto snap. Apparently, it won't auto snap. Apparently, it won't auto snap. That's weird. Yeah, there we go. Might only auto snap to certain distances, which is not a big deal. I got 3.9 million, so that should be enough to set this up, no problem. Okay. So that I'm gonna go a little forward, a little bit. We'll go to there. Then we're gonna set up our connection. We're going to do our first batch of signals. So I've decided what I'm going to do is the line, this line here will be the main line coming in and out. Yeah, that'll be the main line. So the main line will always be the one to the left. Or in this case, the outside line. Now the line coming to there, I'm going to have to do the signals in a little bit so I can have more than one train. So here, we've got to do the inside line as well. Now if I do want to keep the 120 speed, I'm going to have to automatically assume I'm going through here. 1.5 million for the... On the bright side, are you at least, like, aimed at the town? Oof. You are, which means I'm going to do the bridge there. Oh, actually, that's actually not a bad straight line right through, almost. I might have to do something there. Later on, when playing the game, you get into, like, more details of stuff. Yeah, so here I had to keep a bridge. The key is, right, you got to keep a steady speed across the entire thing. Especially because I'm in the, what, the 1850s at the moment. Later on down the road, when I get into, like, you know, 2020s, 2030s, 2040s, this will not be as important. This is pretty flat as it is. Okay. So I gotta remember that'll be where the bridge is gonna go. So usually what I do is I try to work out from the town to this, what I call the middle line. This one's only gonna have one. There we go. The fact that the industry now also goes out of business means I have to not do things that I'm not used to, but at the same time kind of do stuff that... There we go. I love the auto snap. Boom. $1.9 million left. I'm gonna get... how much more money can I borrow? Okay, I can borrow a lot of money still. So I should be fine. I'm going to be broke, ridiculously broke, for the first part of this playthrough. Theoretically, I should be. I will say this about this game, it is so hard to make money early on. There we go. So that one is still the main line. One of the things that I do like about this game is you have to contemplate which line you're working on most of the time. You start with loans. You don't start with cash. So, a la, I was going to say Transport Fever 1, but like Tycoon, Railroad Tycoon and things like that, you start with debt. You don't start with your own money. You have to actually, like, get back, you know, get money back, and at the same time, you also have to, you have to pay back the loans, and on top of that, you have to... Can I... No, you're not going to let me increase the height, are you? No, you're not. For now... If I do a land bridge, you keep the 120, but I can't do a land bridge. I don't have the technology, so it has to be stone, which means I'm only going to be able to go 90 kilometers an hour there. For now. Later on, I'll upgrade these and change those out with, I think it's like reinforced concrete. Right now, it's basically the stone can't take you going 120 kilometers an hour. Though, my trains right now, even if I wanted them to, can't hit 90 kilometers an hour. And there. Okay, so first thing I want to do now is buy a train. I should only have like one locomotive, yeah. Okay. We're gonna go with passengers because that's the only thing I can do right now. We'll go with the capacity of 24. If I wanted 4 of them, which I would like to do, I'm not going to have the money for. I have just enough money for 1. So basically, every time I borrow money here, I'm going to be able to get a train. So I'll borrow $5 worth. Okay, so I'm getting... Whoa, I want to do 4 trains first. So we can do 4 trains first. Boom. They're all going to be on the same line. And the line's going to go from here, to here, to here, back, and then back. But I want to set up my signals so that I can have multiple trains on the line. So there we go. You can only have 1 train per segment. I like kind of doing it before, I don't know why, before spots like that. Some people like to do multiple signals. Some people like to do not many signals. Some people like to do tons of signals. This also sets up one-way traffic, so now I officially have a loop once this will be done. What do you mean by intense? And then just before you head in, just before you head out, I'm going to say out as well. Yeah, to a degree. I mean, it kind of depends on what, you know, what your version of intense is, but I mean, on larger maps, like this is just a small map, I'm going to have to build logistics for 3 towns for passenger travel and industrial travel, like industrial goods travel. I have to make sure that obviously I'm making money at the same time, fulfilling the industrial business's prerequisites to stay in business. So I have to make sure that I'm basically shipping enough goods for the businesses to stay in business, or basically I start losing stuff. If you don't support a business well enough, or you don't support a business at all, the business will go, well, out of business, and you will also be in kind of a bad spot. So for example, if I swing around here, so like each one of these towns, right, has a request for goods. Basically late game, you get to the thing, like you get more tech, you get more industry, you might get different industry depending on what's going on. The game's all about just trying to be basically just as efficient as possible and providing all the town stuff. Like towns can get just massive. Like theoretically, I can get this town here if I wanted to grow to be half this map if I wanted to. It'd be hard to do, but I could do it. Speaking of doing things, let's set up our first actual line here. New line. You're gonna go here. Then you're gonna go here. There we go. And then you're gonna go there. And I should see they're taking the right lane. No, you're. Why are you in the wrong lane? I'm gonna have to fix that. It'll go on sale. It goes on sale actually quite often. Then you go there. And then you go there. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're gonna say you can't find... I screwed up one of these signs somewhere. Hold on one second. So. The game's also been out for quite a while as well. I think it's 2-3 years now, and they still support it, which is, in my opinion, always a good thing. What is going... Like, where did I screw this up? You're right. You're right. Well, that's a problem right there. You're already on terminals. Here we go. I want this one to be on terminal 1. There we go. So this is my mistake. It applied it to the... I clicked the wrong side of the terminal, therefore it went to the wrong side. It's one of the reasons why I no longer work with, nor do I, I guess you'd say work for as well to a point. Work with / for the guys who make Power and Revolution. Because they think it's okay to release the same game every year with the patches, and only patch the game 2 to 3 times a year, but then still release the exact same game. So, yeah. Hurt me a little financially, but not working with them, but it was like, I gotta stick by my guns, and I can't work with you anymore, because A, you don't communicate with your community unless you're asking them to buy something, or if, you know, you're got a game in what's classified as, you know, early access, and you're releasing DLC for it. That means you're holding back content that should be in the game, but, yeah. Yeah, I had to stop working with them. I just couldn't do it anymore. So do you still have a problem? Station shows consecutively twice. Oh, wait, did I click this one, Newton, twice? Hold on. Oh. I can remove that one, because it'll automatically go back to the first station. So I was going to go back to the first station, then go to the first station again, technically. Alright, so now, theoretically, the trains should start leaving the station now that I've unpaused. People will start traveling very soon. In the meantime, I gotta set up now inter-communal stuff. So what we'll do is we'll set up first the road depot. That's where all my vehicles are going to come from in this area. I haven't got a notification yet of a business going out of business, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna put one there. I mean, this town honestly doesn't need one, but I'm still going to use one anyways, because later on when they get bigger, and once I start moving cargo and freight everywhere, having a cargo or a road terminal is a good thing. Yeah, I don't need to know that. I'm actually going to put you right there. So I'll start with the biggest town, obviously. The one that most likely everyone is going to want to go to. I'm going to pause here for a split second here. So first things first, I'm going to set up my first stop to be, obviously, right in front of the train station. And there. Then we go... That's... That... Why are you not distracting me? We're gonna put one... I gotta put one downtown. So from there to there to there... I'm gonna put another one here. And then I'm gonna put another one right there. The theoretically, you can just put them on one side of the street if you want to, but at least doing them like this is not so bad. Actually, I'll put another one over here, because this one will actually help my downtown traffic. There we go. So usually at the beginning, I'll only do a few vehicles. Passenger, obviously, we're going to do, because it's the capital, in my opinion, it's the capital. 8. I'll do 4 initially. Set up a new line. They go that one. That one. Yeah, I know, you have a problem. That one. I like the fact that it's black and white, because then I can actually see what I'm doing. That one. Crap. Oh, there we go. That one. You're going to go to that station. You're going to go to that one. So now, these ones are all going counterclockwise. And if I select this, these are going to be a new line. These guys are obviously going the opposite direction. So they're going to go from there to there to there. Is there no one over here? I knew that was going to cause a problem. That I can fix momentarily. And then drive. Okay. So what I'm going to do, vehicles, waypoints, and I'm going to stick a waypoint there. So it doesn't look like much. It's just a generic sign. But I can then come into this and say, hey, this is the St. John's Road. So I click this and click Add Station. And I'm going to add that waypoint. There we go. So now they should both be going the same thing. This is pretty good for later on when you do like one-way streets and stuff. When towns get like just ridiculously huge. And that is... Excuse me, sorry, sneeze there. That is theoretically passenger travel in the capital done. So people can travel from work to buy stuff at the stores and obviously from home. So all 3 are kind of taken care of there. So in this town, I'm going to have to do a little work in regards to adding a couple streets. 1850 is the year you start. You can change whatever year. You can change your own starting year if you want to. Yeah, it's the 1800s. Okay, so that's all good to go. I'm going to add a back street here. It's going to cost me money, but this gives me a little bit easier ways of doing transport. So oh, what was that? I brought up the console commands instead of hitting escape. Nice. Did not know that there were console commands in this game. You are only going to get 4 stagecoaches. 2 are going to go clockwise, and 2 are going to go counterclockwise. So there. 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 That's okay. I don't mind that too much. have to fix that. Set a waypoint. And also towns, because they'll also build on their own. Yeah, Tilde, yeah. So what is this? This is Grove Road and this is Mill Road. So after Mills Road, I have to tell you, hey, go that way. Perfect. So later on down the road, when this town starts to grow, you can start moving like waypoints around and also the stations around. Obviously you have to destroy them and whatever. But you can get into like actual big stations and stuff like that. Right now it's just the quick little easy stops. So this town's a little bit bigger, which is not so bad. But they definitely need to do some work in the town here. It does snap to a grid, which is pretty good. Except I'm gonna like just do something like that. Later on, you can also train towns, so you can actually like. So, for example, if I bring up the RCI here, so buildings only with residential will grow next to basically in this area. Whenever there's an enclosed area, whatever is in that area, well, it's most likely to build. So later on, if I want to move the industrial buildings or if I want to move the residential or commercial, you've got to delete basically delete them in the opposite direction you want them to go in, and you have to build roads. So you can actually move things pretty easily. It takes time. It's called basically training a town, which is one of the few rarer things in this game than a lot of other games. So this is actually going to be a little difficult. We'll do one station there. One station there. I'm only going to do 4 simple stations in this place because it's just so small. And we're only going to do, well, we'll do 3. You're basically going to go bang, bang, bam, bam. Later on, as populations increase, these towns will obviously will make me more money. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in the first train and follow it. Oh, I forgot. That's first person. It's that button, I think. So this is just normal speed right now. It's nothing crazy. One of the good things about this game is I can get so many financial things, and because it's window-based, I can move things around. So right now, for example, we're losing money. We're losing money hard. But let's start bringing up other screens here. We'll move this one over. Bring this one over here. This is one of the reasons why I really like this game, because you can do stuff like this. I can probably move... Let's move this one over. So right now I can see every vehicle has cost me money. Actually, what I'll do... Move you there. Yeah, that's what I like about this game, is just being able to do this. So ignore that one, and we'll bring this one over here so I can just see it better. So you see the trains, for example, are already in the hole a ridiculous amount of money. But let's start speeding that up. We've got 2 people on train 4, 1 person on one of the vehicle 7. Oh, there we go. We're starting to fill vehicles up. So on line 3, we're doing 2 of 2 there. Shows you the total vehicle amounts of people. versus the actual lines amount. So for example, on our only rail line, we can carry 96 people if we wanted to. Right now we're carrying 4. What happens is over time, as you build up basically the demand, as well as one of the things you have to build up for. Right now I have time completely frozen. So you can play, but freeze time, meaning that for your technological advanced level or your actual calendar date does not advance beyond a certain day. Right now I have my calendar date. Oh, whoops. Locked in on January 9th, the starting day. 1850. I think actually the first day is January 1st, 1850, but yeah, so everything, so the game will be locked to January 9th, 1850 until I turn on that slider. And you can max it out or min it out. So there's game time and then there's calendar time. Oh yeah, the maps you can play on are massive. They just released a new patch, so I'm trying out some new mechanics. And one of the new mechanics is being able to modify your buildings because the buildings are modular, but there's just cosmetic modular. Now there's actual reason to have modular buildings and actually be able to attach things and stuff. Yeah, things are already starting to turn a profit. Yeah, there's already tons of people waiting at watch it. I actually click the station and look. So 32 people should be getting on this train. No, 13, sorry. I got the wrong one. I got these two mixed up. So the train on the way back will pick up 37 people. It can carry 24, so we're good. These things are going to make money so quickly. And the thing is, you'll notice that I'm earning negative 1.1 million. The reason for that is because I also have to pay back my debt. So I actually don't get earnings, or I don't get any reflected earnings until I actually make money. Meaning that, like, once these people actually get somewhere and actually drop money off, or once they get to a spot and people pay their ticket, because they pay their ticket on their distance traveled. I mean, there's little glitches in the game, but there's little cheats where you can you do 2020s or modern era with aircraft, and you put an airport at the north end of the map and an airport at the southern end of the map, and just have it carry as many people as you can, and just fly back and forth. And because the game is distance based when it comes to paying you, you can make billions of dollars and be laughing. Here, our biggest moneymaker are people that are going to be leaving Newton. Well, actually, no. We won't have any major moneymakers on this map. Unlike some of the other maps, like I've had people that are just ridiculous moneymakers. But yeah, this is the smallest map they have. So there we go. I just made $113,229. It's not bad. We're still about 100K in the hole though when it comes to this line. But on the bright side, every 9 minutes we're hitting a station. Yeah, it's pretty big. Like, remember, I'm also only doing the passenger stuff right now. I now also have to do the industrial stuff, but I want to pay down my debt first. So right now I've only lost $313,000. Yeah, only. So I'll let that go for a few minutes while I bring up this map, this picture here. So you can pay and borrow money back in 500,000 stacks. So right now I have a $7.5 million loan. I have $272 cash, meaning that I'm negative $7,200. You'll notice still not turning a profit. I'm paying almost $15,000 and $17,000 in interest. Hello. What time is it here? 8 o'clock? Or 8:30 p.m.? What time is it where you are? I'm going to assume the name is maybe Italian? 3 a.m. Holy crap. Yeah, it's only 8:30 here. Germany, yeah, close. Still don't have enough money to pay anything back yet. It'll take a little while. I'm going to start, hitting my knees on my desk. So what I'm going to do next is get some industrial going. So before any of these businesses actually go out of business, because that's the new thing in the app, in the game. So the first thing I want to do is I obviously want to get gravel going from here, or even stone or what have you. Oh, thank you for the follow. I want to get the quarried stone to go from here to go to here to turn it into brick and go from brick into town, because this town needs brick. Where in town does it need the brick? Okay, so it needs brick in the north end. Later on, I'm going to fix this up a little bit and kind of move the industry and commercial and residential around so it's a little bit better, because right now it's not the most efficient. But if I wanted to do a business, do something, maybe here wouldn't be too bad, or even here. Problem is, here it doesn't do the houses. For some reason, it doesn't do the houses directly around it. So I'd like to do it in a spot where I can. I mean, theoretically, I could do something like this, put this in, and it'll hit everything, but. Yeah, they grow on their own. Towns will even build stuff on their own, too. Like, I think this town's already built this street and this little industrial building. Because I don't remember that being there. Or even this, I don't think. And the more you supply them with stuff, the more they build. How much money does this cost per month? It doesn't tell me. This wouldn't be too bad, because I can just set it to 1. Because the problem is, this, if I put it anywhere, will not deliver to the location near it. Like across from it, or directly like behind it. So you notice if I put it here, these 2 buildings and these 3 don't get any goods. No, I'm not American, no. I am in a country that is larger than America, politer than America, and would like to say that America is my country's underpants. And I like flannel. If I put it here... Yep, Canada. You got it. It's kind of obvious. You don't reach the left side, though. If I knock down a business and extended that street forward, I could build it here, and I think that would cover everything. If I put it like right here, I think that would cover. I mean, I could also just knock down one of these buildings. Because, I mean, one of them is already not going to get... Because I can't extend that road. If I extend this road out, one building gets knocked out no matter what. But I can cover the entire town. Right? That's the thing, right? I can cover the entire town with this. And I only need one drop-off point. And our business is dropping stuff off to one point. So, you know what? There. You're actually talking more North American, though. That's called a stereotype. Stereotypes are not accurate. I actually don't know a single person that jokes about this, eh? No doubt about it. I'll put that there for now. Put you as far away as possible. As far away as possible. Oh, there we go. Have a 2 spot for you. Oh, damn, wrong button. Oh. Let's pick a building that has no way of being able to drop off or pick up anything. Now you got me thinking. There we go. Well, bratwurst? Or is it bratwurst? For the record, my family's from, I don't know where in Brandenburg they're from. I know they're from Brandenburg. Well, you think I was going to say, what was it, how Americans say it? They say, like, bratwurst. There's actually a restaurant here in town. It's it's German Hall. They actually have they make an amazing currywurst. I think the guy who actually is the chef there is, I want to say he's from Berlin, but I'm not 100% accurate on that one. Cargo. Let's do 6. So let's say no, not 120. 126. If we did 6 trucks from 6 trucks to the, so 6, yeah, 12. And then I'll see how efficient and how much money that's making me. Do I want to do 6 and 6, or do I want to do boom, 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 and then back? No, because going from there to there is not going to make me that much money. Go there with all the new settings and stuff like that. I like this. You are going to load the stone. Boom. Then you're going to go there. Oh, did I just add this? Okay, no, I didn't add it twice. You are just going to, for now, later on I'll tweak trucks so they go to different spots, but I really want to try the new modular stuff here too. So I kind of want to underdo it when it comes to vehicles. Because if I underdo it for vehicles, that means I might have to build buildings. Oh no. Can you say the... No. I could say supercalifragilistic... No, I can't even say that. That's the longest American word. I think the second longest American word is freedom. That's also my son. I think he disagrees with me. You are going to load the brick. Thank you. And then you're going to come over here. And you're going to unload the brick. I'll just leave it like that for now. There we go. And I'm going to cough. See, do you really need a word that long, though? Mine's from Weird Town, that weird Lederhosen in German. Crap, forgot that name. Bavaria! We actually have a huge German expat population here. Just north of where I live in Kitchener. Every year they do Oktoberfest. Proper Oktoberfest. Well, I mean, any language can be produced, words that big. I mean, if you just put your face on a keyboard and just kind of roll around a little bit. I mean, I could produce a word that big too. And I can just say it's Canadian. Okay, so first thing I want to do, let's add... There we go. Just wanted to add those in just so that cars get off the main road. 189,819 letters. That's just stupid. Like, it's also the least said word. Well, that reminds me. Am I making money off my lines now? Oh, I was going to say no, but then I realized I just built these. There we go. Making money off of almost all my lines except for this one. Line 5, where are you? Oh yeah, you're in this little hamlet. I was going to say hole, but... Yeah. All the trains are working fine. You're now getting at least one of the things you want. You want food, which is coming from over there, but I need to ship over there. And unfortunately, vehicles are not good enough, so I'm not going to do that. You want tools. I can go from there to there to there, then into town, and then back over. See, this actually might be a little bit more efficient. German word in English is Beef Labeling Supervision Duties Transfer Act. I don't think that's even English. I mean, I know English. That ain't English. Yeah, English is just a made-up language anyways. It's like part French, part German, part Dutch, part, just made up. Then again, I think every language is just made up. If I cut a road down this way and connect it with you there, I could just go from there to there, down this road, turn into tools, drop the tools off, and then go there. Because at least if I can get every single town to have one item, I will classify that as a success for today. Trying to remember what row. Oh no, is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. Okay. Let's have curve tool turned on. We're gonna go down the road. Let's turn it a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna assume I've gotta lower this down a little bit, but it'll go down on its own as it goes. There we go. Nope. Bring you closer to the river. Because nothing bad ever happened to a road that's beside a river, right? Take me to the river. I also don't like the way that looks, so let's fix that. Oh, that was the wrong road. So this one? Yeah, it's that one. Boo! Boo! Everyone thinks Germany is Bavaria. No, two different distinct locations. Bavaria was its own country at one point. Before the unification, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so there we go. Let's pause here for a split second and contemplate. English in America is not English at all. Words. Yes, in most Americans' defense, they don't speak English either. I know people from England, and yeah, I don't think they speak English either. I think they speak English, but they don't. Baltic and North Sea. Yeah, Germany's a cute little country. I mean, second largest in Europe, right? Because it goes, what, France, then Germany? Okay, so from there, you don't need any extra, right? No, you don't. Okay, so there to there to there. This is going to be a little nut. I'm not playing any music right now because you get me copyright struck whenever you play music. I'm not copyright struck, but come on. There we go. Right there. So once again, not going for efficiency. I'm just going for I just need to get this all set up and done. There we go. Later on, when I actually start getting things set up properly, then I'm going to go for efficiency. And then that's where I'll fail utterly. put you there. That covers everything for now. Unlike the other one. We have free... Yeah, same here. Universal healthcare. One of the best things ever invented. Okay, yeah, so this one, everyone's going to actually be part of this whole thing. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to do 20 trucks. That also means I need to fix a few things. Number one, this does not need the right terminal. It just needs the left one. But it's going to need a whole bunch of you, probably. Because you're going to have... Actually, no, you only need... Yeah, you have the one thing. Because you're going to come in, drop off, pick up. The problem is that it's going to throw everything into, like, just sheer chaos for the first initial little bit, I'm pretty sure. €9 ticket. I don't even know what Euro ticket is. If it's a train thing, yeah, we got the dollar. Well, the area I'm in, it's they're trying to push through a thing where it's going to be $1 per ride. So, for example, if you want to travel from where I am to Toronto, you pay $1 and you can go on the train, the subway, the bus, the rocket, or the tram. That's not bad. Yeah, we got the it's called like a buck a ride or something like that here. Plus, we also have buck a beer. Beer that's worth $1, or that's paid. That's only $1. Government regulated. So the government's like, you have to sell a certain amount of your beer for $1. Why? Because my ancestors are probably still yodeling off a mountain. Mine are probably working on pianos and musical stuff, like half the family that came over here did. They worked on and built pianos. I think the other half of the family still does piano work, or the instrumental work in Belgium, the Berlin area. Is it Thuringia? No idea where that is. I'm going to assume that's in the north. Sounds like it's something in the north. In the middle. Okay. I was close. I think everything in Germany is like what? 3-hour car ride, 4-hour car ride maybe? I don't know, I'd say 5. North to south. Maybe 6 on a good day. Here you're going to load wood. Then over here, you're going to unload wood and pick that up, but I need to change this down initially. Go with 100 seconds, because I know they're going to get blocked, basically going to block themselves in over there. And then to there, where you're going to unload the wood. No, unload wood. Whoops, my bad. You're going to load that. I'm going to say the same thing. Only wait 100 seconds, because if you don't, you're going to completely just screw everything up. And then go there. And wiggle your way home. Alright. And then this town over here, I don't know how I'm going to get the 2 things they want. They want food and they want fuel. I mean, I got oil production here, so if I extended the road this way, and then extend, like, I don't want to build roads, but from top to Austria, probably 8 to 9 hours. That's not bad. My aunt's cottage is 8 hours away from me. If I drove to get to the further province of the two, because if it takes me 8 hours, I can get to Quebec. If I wanted to go to Manitoba, it takes 36 hours, and that's to go from where I am up and over the Great Lakes. Trying to learn their language. Yeah, I think my family left in the 1600s. Yeah. Big country. I think it takes 36 hours for me to go west out of my country, or west to go to just the next province. If I go east, it takes 8 to 9 hours. So now I gotta double check that. Hold on. Yeah, I want to say 8 to 9 hours to get to Montreal. That's one. That's only to get to the border. So where I am to... Actually, give me one second. Let me bring up Google Earth here. No, I just opened my Google Maps, or my actual Google. English and French. So... Oh, hold on. Here we go. So, we'll say, if you go from here to... Because we take the train to Ottawa. To here, which is the border. We say choose starting point. No, I'll say there. Yeah, there we go. So to get to, from generally where I am, why is every country... Well, for us, the reason why is because it's the second country that helped found the country. And one of our provinces is... Like, this whole province here is French. So, yeah, so it takes, not 8 hours. It takes 4.5 hours just to get to the border of Montreal. Then to get into Montreal takes almost 6. And technically, I am actually over here. So it takes 6 hours and 6 minutes for me to get to the closest city, excluding, the major city. And then, say if I wanted to go to Winnipeg, which is the capital of the other... Well, it's telling me to go outside of the country. Hold on. No, I want to take this. I want to take that highway there. There we go. 22 hours and 33 minutes. And that's to go from where I am all the way just to Manitoba. If I wanted to go all the way across the country... Mind you, this is just going east to west. From where I am, it would take 46 hours. English, Latin, French, Russian. That's not bad. I don't know actually how long it would take you to drive from Nova Scotia to... There you go, 60 hours from east to west. Can't go north to south though, because Alert, there's no way to get to Alert. There's a reason why we're the second largest country in the world. To put it in perspective, I mean, this is Canada, and that's Europe. Remember, we used to be owned by the British at one point. This is also taking into apparently construction. I've actually been to Alert up here when I was in the Canadian Forces. It's the most north. Like there's actually people that live there year round. Yeah. It shows you just how big the country is. Well, we have an ongoing joke as Canadians that it's easier for us to travel down to the States for vacations and over to Europe for vacations than actually go across the country. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, if I did, I can do vehicles from here to here, then from here to here, and then from there to there. Because at least then there's just vehicles going one way. And efficiency-wise, I mean, it's not the best. But later on, when I start making enough money to start paying back my my interest and stuff like that. Actually, I'm gonna let this go first, just so I can start making money. Because once this logging stuff starts going, I'll be laughing, and I probably already need to expand. Yeah. Ah, crap. Okay, hold on. So one of the towns already now needs two more things. I'm gonna add in, because how much can this? So this can hold right now up to 100 items. If I add in this and add 75 additional. So now you can hold how much? An additional 225. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay, so crap on a cracker. Alright, so this town now needs machine parts and tools, neither of which I can really do much about right now. I definitely need to get my industrial stuff going. Once my industrial stuff starts going, or like even like this wood line, I can just start to really just plunge through things and make a lot of money. Just pay back my first $500,000, so I now owe $7 million. Oh, like this? Okay, so they should be pretty... Fast forward. Alright, so that's what... Yeah, okay, so those trucks will get going. Oh yeah. Maple syrup is like the best, dude. What side are you going to when it comes to this? I can... Yeah, I can delete the one side. Okay, good. I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't think... That is not a stereotype. Maple syrup is the best. I've been to a few places in the States, but not many. Oh yeah, they've gone up. I think right now they're averaging... I think it's $1.50 a liter. So they've gone up, I think, about 30, 40... gas has gone up about 40 cents since January. Shouldn't be liquid. If it's liquid, I don't think it's real maple syrup. Oh, I still gotta build my headquarters. I want to build it here because it's obviously the capital. So let's try to sneak you in right here. There we go. And then I'll level up as we go. Ha! No, I actually haven't had maple syrup in a few days. I want to say. Right now I'm having the amazing drink of cherry Kool-Aid. Because I stole some from my son. We had a huge big thing of it, so we water it down so it's not too crazy. Because that stuff ain't healthy for a kid. $2.82. Holy crap. One of the good things I will admit about our country is the fact that we have so much oil out west. I think we provide the U.S. with almost 50% of their oil. It's 40. Last time I checked, I think it was like 47% of the oil going into the U.S. comes from up here. Oh, here we go. So here we provide them with, in 2021, 1.5 million barrels of oil. That's only gone up every year. So, actually, sorry, I'm wrong. We actually provided the U.S. this year alone 4.7 million barrels of oil. The next place country is Mexico, which provided them with 645,000 barrels of oil. Then it was the Saudis with 500,000 barrels of oil. You guys don't like... Yeah, we do, yeah. Our entire province of Alberta is basically just oil. The only reason why oil up here is a little bit more expensive is because we don't refine it. We send it down to the U.S. to be refined, which is a big election thing going on, where one of our main political parties wants to build 2 refineries in the country, which will help basically gas prices go down to like $1, maybe $1, maybe 80-90 cents. Like when I was a kid, like only 20 years ago, gas here was like maybe 50 cents a liter. Brown coal. Do not know what brown coal is. The problem with us is our country is so big that like 80% of it has so many resources, and we just don't have the logistics, the money, or the people to get it out of the ground. So I was worried about trucks getting backed up here, but it looks like it's going pretty well. Yeah, so right now, the lines that are actually costing me the most money and not actually making money are my stone and brick lines. Why are my stone and brick lines not making money? Is it just there's not enough of them? A gallon versus a liter? Well, it's a US gallon, right? Not a normal gallon. So 1 liter is a quarter of a gallon. So what the average gas price in the US right now is... Yeah, and for us, that's already way expensive. Like, us going over $1 was expensive. Actually, I can actually look right now what gas prices are in my area. Right now... I'm gonna hope that's wrong. It's saying $2. Holy crap. That's ridiculous. I think here you can buy alcohol at 17? Well, actually, it's 16 in Quebec, 17 in Alberta, and then 18 in everywhere else. In the States, it's 21. Ouch. That's horrible. So am I making money off the vehicles then? Like, are the vehicles at least making money? If the vehicles are making money, then I just need more vehicles. What? No, they're all losing me tons of money. Why are you not shipping me rock? Oh, there we go. We just lost our first business. You're in range. Are you going to make me make this closer? No, let's try to move this closer. Because this should be work. Oh, I'm moving it lower. Because it's saying that it's fine. But, you know what? Who knows? So first I'm going to do line 7. I'm going to change up the line and how it works. Instead, I'm going to say, hey, go there. Stop going there. Let's try this again. I want you to load. Stone. Then you're going to unload. Oh, I screwed up. I may have screwed that up. Hold on. I'm sorry if you can hear my neighbor. So annoying. They're gonna load that. I think I told them to load coal by accident. Yeah, I told them just to load the wrong thing. Oh, hey, I'm at 2.1 million. Nice. Not anymore. Okay, so that one line I screwed up. Funny thing about Americans, so in the US, they think they're the shit when it comes to gun control and guns and things like that. But there is actually several countries that actually have a higher guns, assault weapons actually, per capita than the United States. I believe Finland, Sweden, and Switzerland all have a higher per capita gun ownership rate than the United States do. They do not have the same. They do not have the same problem. I have no idea what brown coal is. And there's the kid. There we go. Now producing brick. Finally. So wait, so how did you... Oh yeah, now look. You notice how now it's saying it only has 2 things? Okay, so we're going to lose this oil field here, which is not a bad thing. These vehicles are going to, I'm hoping, so you can see the gaps are starting to pick up. I'm hoping that the gap picks up between these guys a little bit better. We'll see. So this should start turning a profit. Line 5, I don't think is going to be turning a profit at all. Well, yeah, you may have a lot, but there are countries that have a percentage-wise more. Like, it's funny that America has, like, decided that, hey, gun ownership is one of the things they want to be really, like, the best in the world for, and they're not. I think Switzerland has, I think it's almost F20. I think it's, like, I can't remember exactly how many it is, but I think the actual amount of assault rifles in Switzerland is, like, ridiculous. Well, the scary part is the reason why Finland, Sweden, and Switzerland have a higher gun ownership rate is because you are mandatory. You have to it's mandated by the government that you be in the army for 3 years once you turn 17. Once you get out, that's 17, 18. Once you get out 19, 20ish, you are issued your assault rifle, and you take your assault rifle home with you. And you have to keep it in working order at home. Yeah, I don't know the numbers up here because we keep every couple of years we change all the rules and the laws because we see what happens in the States and it's like maybe we could try doing this. It's like, oh, something else happened in the States. Well, let's try this. Oh, something else bad happened in the States. Well, let's try this. Okay, so that's going to go out of business in 4 minutes. There's nothing I can do, buddy, to keep you in business. Sorry there, bud. You might go out of business soon because I can't provide you with any of your stuff either. I need to get my industrial lines working. Once I get my industrial lines running, then things are going to just be ridiculously good. I'll say this, for someone like myself who's actually learned to use and trained how to use an assault rifle, being in the Canadian Forces, there's no reason for anyone to own a gun. Simple as that. Now, mind you, there are, loopholes associated with rules. Like, for example, if you live in an area where wildlife is dangerous to you, 4 hours north of here we have bears. So if you lived in those certain counties, cool, you can have a long rifle. No big deal. If you live in a major metropolitan area and you own 4 assault rifles, yeah, then the problem I don't think is making sure that we have more guns. It's, it's not needed. And my neighbor at this point, I don't even know what they're singing. They're just going, ah, ah, ah. I think the only time in Canada we have our big issues with guns is usually like after the US has had a big one, and then you get a copycat. No, because I'm hearing like drumming noises and everything. I think my neighbor's a hippie. Oh, and we lost the business. So what happened? So does it just like does it? It took the road with it too. Wow, it even took the road. Okay, that was new. That's new. That's very new. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick 15-minute break, and I will be right back. I got a message. I think something to do with the kiddo. Be right back. Bundeswehr? Yeah. I actually got to train with the Bundeswehr when I was in the Canadian Forces because I was trained on the with the Canadian Forces, what we call the C2 tank, which is aka the Leopard 1A3 tank, because we use all German equipment here. So I went to, I don't remember what Bundeswehr base I went to. I'm trying to remember. Oh, it was you. Oh no, you're going out of business. I'm gonna work on you now. Yeah, I love Leopard. Leopard is my baby. I will be right back. I'm going to take maybe a 20-minute-ish break, and I will be right back. I got to go help with the baby and getting him ready for bed. So I'll be right back. Once I also get my little thing over here going. We'll say 45. Stop, start. Alright, be right back. Okay, and we're back. Okay. There we go. Alright, so what I've got to do is at least get one vehicle per location going back and forth so I don't lose any businesses, because I just realized I lost my first oil production. That means I have 0 oil oh, actually, I mean, theoretically I could build my own. But I really don't want to do that. It's kind of cheaty. So what I got to do here is we're going to add a truck stop there. We'll add... So like I said, a lot of these are not going to be even close or remotely efficient. But no one there. There. And then I'm just going to drop this right in the middle of town for now. So that will be the production for fuel. Get fuel going. And there we go. So like I said, a lot of efficiencies right now are not going to be anywhere close. Oh yeah, you can carry anything, so we'll do... $20. Start there. Make sure I actually do this properly this time. You're going to load oil. Then you're going to come all the way up here. You're going to... where is it? Unload oil and pick up refined oil, or it's crude, sorry, into oil. Then we're going to come down here and do the same thing, where we then unload the oil, or refined oil, and pick up, what, I already did it wrong, there we go. Unload that, and we're going to pick up the fuel. So we're going to bring the fuel into town here, and drop it off, and then just go back and do your thing again. Because that'll get things over and done with. I should also tab, there we go. And that will be giving me my oil run for now. Okay, so that is oil. I'm making enough money right now that just doing large loops like that might be the way to go. I need to ship from here to here to here. There's no direct connections. I need to build my first road extension over the bridge. Do I want to just extend it this way, or do I want to just hop it? I mean, theoretically, I could do a boat launch here and have the boats going up this way. The thing is, the road's there. So maybe have the road come down this way. I mean, in the end, this is not going to be efficient whatsoever. I can do the leapfrog idea, where you do like different buildings and you just go from one to the other to the other to the other. And to me, that's kind of cheaty. Build the road. The bridge. Ooh. Build the bridge there. I don't like that, but at the same time, it's probably cheaper. Right, so, do boom, boom, boom. Okay. I think it would be faster for vehicles to go this way or this way. it is a 2-for-1 deal. If I'm not mistaken, it takes two... Yeah, it takes 2 grain for every food. I'm going to have 2 lines. One that just specifically picks up. Come on, come on. And then one that actually... that picks up and then also does food. So here it's actually going to have 2 drop-offs, or 1 drop-off and 1 pickup. Because, no, it's going to have 2 drop-offs and a pickup. I screwed that up already. So it's going to have 2 on one side, and there we go. So those are going to be the 2 drop-offs. This is going to be the pickup. And then we will do the single town. Actually, I think this already covers everything, right? Yeah, it already covers everything, so we're fine. All right, so what we're going to do is we'll do multiple different things. So we'll do 1 truck that goes from here to here, and then back, truck from there to there, and goes back, and then trucks that just go back and forth here. So... ooh, I don't have the money. Hold on. Pause there real quick. We're going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here you're going to load grain. Then you're going to come over there and you're actually going to unload grain. And that's it. That's all you're doing. Remaining 10. I just screwed up and put them on the wrong line. There we go. Load there. And unload there. Then we'll have 5 there, and you're actually going to load bread, and then you're going to come over here, lap, and just unload. Done. Alright, so that will keep, the key is it's going to keep those places in business. I might not make money, but it keeps them in business. And right now that's a priority. I also need to get oil over here too. Because once our loans are paid off, I mean, I'm almost halfway done paying off the loans, which is good. It's a 2 for 2, right? Yeah. So we have the 2 copper and the 2 coal. Or sorry, the 2 iron and the 2 coal. Come in here for steel. The steel can then be shipped back all the way up to here. I can take an extra line of trucks from here and come up here. That means we're producing that. And then I have another truck going from there to there. So once again, they're not going to be making me much money. But the point is just to keep the businesses in business. So if I come over here, configure and add in another terminal, and say, hey, this terminal's closer. I want, before I do that, I need 3 for this building here. 2 for ins and 1 for outs. we go. You're going to load planks, and you're going to unload planks over here. Done. Once again, a lot of this is going to be replaced down the road by trucks. I'll use that one. I'm gonna have to wait for money. So I'm just gonna have 5 trucks going from each one. For now. Do I dare take out a loan? Do I dare take out a loan? Yes. $1 million loan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New line. There. Whoops. That's right, yep. Oh, I haven't even set up the space where they're going. This is going to have 3 as well. Actually, what? No. Change this up a little bit, shall we? It's going to have a drop-off. Then it'll have a pickup. Right there. Then the trucks there have to go all the way over here. Line 15 shouldn't have anything on it. Yeah. Done. One, two, three, four, 5. So York Road should only be a drop-off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, and you're gonna come actually drum. Say hey. And then you're just gonna unload. There we go. So now all this is going there. So if I click you real quick and say hey, show me the lines. Okay. Both of the drop-offs are going to the same location. Hey, we've got a new oil well. Perfect. I'll have to look to see where that is. actually going to move you to Terminal 3. So I want to overclog Terminal 2. And then Terminal 1 will be the pickup for both locations. So I'm going to grab you, say buy vehicles, we'll say... You're going to load machine parts. And they're going to come all the way down here and unload them. Pause real quick here because you are going to pick up those machine parts. Come down here, and you're just going to unload. Later on, I'm going to get like actual like main depots set up where like everything gets shipped to an editor, like to a main building somewhere, and then that building distributes. That means you're getting that, you're getting that. I need to set up a spot here. Actually, no, that means you're fine. You have business. The new oil one's all the way over here. That's a horrible spot. I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist. So another problem is this plant here needs stuff from here. I might just get 5 trucks. 5 trucks to go from A to B, and that's it. You just need 1 in, 1 out. Do that. That goes to plastic, which is over here. Which definitely needs, right now, 2 in, 1 out. I'm probably really going to need to rearrange a lot of this stuff. Okay, so first things first, let's buy... Here we go. You're going to unload the oil. You're going to load plastic. Then you're going to come over there and unload. And that'll give you, theoretically, the goods. And that way, that building now has stuff coming into it. You actually need another terminal. Actually, no, you don't. One's fine. One is fine. We'll say here, buy, just buy 5, new line, there. You're going to load iron, and then you're going to come over here and unload, and that's it. That means that business is being stimulated-ish. Actually, no, you need to come in that way. Buy vehicles, I'll buy 2. You're going to go there. You're going to load goods. Then you're going to come into town and just unload. Done. Okay. So the whole point now is paying off the debt to then be able to build the actual plan. Now every building that we need is being used in one form or fashion. So, might not be the most efficient things in the world. Got $1 million, so we're doing good. But the whole point is paying down the loan, get the loan out of the way. Once the loan is out of the way, then I can sit back and be like, okay, now let's contemplate Section 1, Section 2 of our industrial hub. So what I'll do is I'm going to build the industrial import on this side, or the industrial train station on this side of this town. Probably on this side of this... no, I might build it on this side as well, just so I can kind of go around it. And this town just needs one... They only need it in, and then I'm going to have the big loop. I mean, the map is so small that I can't do the loop I would like to do. But yeah, there's all the lines there. Let's see which ones are making us money, which ones are losing us money. Some of these ones I might just sell vehicles from for now. Because a lot of this stuff, like when it comes to moving vehicles, you know, trucks or goods from A to B by a truck or by vehicle, this early on, not the best. But if I start to up the time frame, like increase the actual time, now that I have things in place, then it'll probably be a lot easier. If I said, hey, we're going to start moving the time forward. How long have I been through? 2.5 hours, actually. You know what? I think I'm actually going to call it for the nights. One of the things I want to do... I want to get some of these lines down to just 5 vehicles. The line isn't making me money, it's going down to 5 vehicles only. Crap, I have so many vehicles on line 10. Down to 10 vehicles. That was one of the longer oil routes. Yep. 5 vehicles, more than enough for now. So yeah, so what we're going to do next week, when we go to play this on Saturday, we will up the time frame. And the plan is to up the time frame, upgrade all vehicles, pause it for a little bit, like pause the actual timeline progression, but keep the game obviously running, and try to pay back as much of this this loan as possible. 3.5 million left still, but the basics are in. Like where truck A and B, where the trucks need to go A to B to C. As our tech progresses, we'll be able to obviously kind of fix things. I don't want to hit that last repay. I want to end it on a good, just owing 3 million. Come on. Come on. So close. 20 grand away, come on. 15 grand away. Oh! There we go. So we only own, 3 million bucks. Which isn't too bad. We started with 7.5 million. I bumped it up to end up bumping it up to 8 at one point. But on the bright side, now everything that we need to use is being used. Everything is being used, sorry, at least once. Once things start to settle and we start building our first industrial loop, which I think might be... Actually, you know what? I'm probably going to build the whole thing all at once. Just to make it a lot easier. I'll have to figure out what town or what location I'm going to use as my priority hub or my primary hub. But the plan is, theoretically, because I think this area here is pretty flat. I think this area here might be where my 6 goods come in on the left and the towns go out on the right. Meaning that every town gets 1 train and it goes to the location, maybe 2 trains, goes to the town and then back. And what it's going to use is the residential line, which I actually might be able to. No, not really. You're not. You get 3 people. You get 7. You get 21. And you have 24. Okay. Yeah, I think what I'll probably end up doing. Maybe I'll use these lines. I don't know. Still contemplating that part, because every town is going to have its industrial rail. So that will take a little while to kind of figure out where A, B, C, D is going to go. Especially because only the one town has one. So I might have 3 loops. The first loop is obviously the passenger loop. The second one is the industrial production loop. And then the third loop is the funnel loop, which is the cargo delivery loop, which is basically where every town is getting a train to it specifically for just their goods. Because we already have the passenger loop, I might just add a industrial drop-off. So basically every town will have, well, Wichita will have 3 lines in it, and then the other 2 will each have 2. And that extra one for both of them. So like Newland here, the 2 lines will come in, and we'll have a switch. Securize, Jacobs. Oh, nice. So we'll probably do a switch there, and then have the other line come in and have the industrial on the right. Here, the industrial will just be like on its own on this side, and this one will be the same deal. The industrial on the left. If I can get it past this. But yeah. I think that'll be the plan for next Saturday. Normally what I'll do, and what I have done in the past, is priority train lines. But the maps I've always had are like 5, 6 times the size of this one. But now that I've seen the way the new buildings work, I'm thinking about it, yeah. It's 10:30 here. I'm just contemplating plans for next week. Let's actually get that to continue playing while I'm thinking. I really do like, where are they? The new buildings and the way they work. There they are. So now you can be like, hey, store extra goods. The far one? The one, this one here? Yeah. So here, I'm not overproducing here for the moment, which is not a big deal. If it was modern day era, I wouldn't have an issue with a lot of this stuff. But because it's the 1800s, things are just so shitty. As of now, every building that I need to use is being used. So none of them will go out of business, except for maybe this oil will go out of business over time. This lumber mill should go out of business. That's it. Actually, those 2 should go out of business. Every now and then I'll get another building popping in and out, which might be advantageous. Yeah. Because if I look at it from above, theory is that every single town is going to need every single good. So if I have one train, well, template for each town, that should be fine. They'll come from a central location, maybe over here. Which means I only need 6 trains, or 6 other train templates, that are bringing the finished good there. So theoretically, if I start building the rail line this way, and kind of went counterclockwise with the industrial one. Actually, no, if I went clockwise. Because if I started here, because I start the line, say, here, and bring it around this way, then I can bring in all this iron into that. Extend it out this way, and then do planks. See, this is where the game gets a little... And the fact that this is actually also a very small map, I'm restricted of doing what I would love to do. Because I can have a rail line come back and have the... Because if I do this first as the rail, so have the rail line kind of come around this way and along the river, I can take the 2 coal and the 1 iron, so I have 1, train station at each, go onto the main line and then come over here and then back. As I extend it this way, do U2, but at the same time I extend it this way, and that gives me the ability to just transport the iron and then transport all the way around the from there to there. So I have to extend you around this way anyways. Because then if I extend you this way, I can do wood that way, and then from there, have you come over here. Wish I could zoom in a little further. Yeah, so have the rail line come up back this way. Have this one coming in, looping there. You could loop in through that way. You can loop in there. You can loop in this way as well. Or even this way, because you only have to go that way. Then extend you this way. That brings in the wood. Then extend this way. There's oil too, so I can kind of cut in between the two. Have oil coming onto the main line there. So that as I extend it around this way, I can go logs, boards, boards. Here, start the rail line this way. So going quarry, brickyard, town. Then extend the line down this way. Have it looped around here first. So I got oil, grain. Then after grain, you can come down this way and loop in here and have maybe a strange little intersection here where stuff can go left or right. Stuff doesn't build instantly. I just got the speed on max. You actually see the stuff slowly get built sometimes. You'll see scaffolding go up, and then you'll see the building slowly get taller and taller until it gets to its proper shape, basically, and then the scaffolding drops. It's just, I just got it set on max, so I don't know if you get to see the scaffolding go up and then come back down. I think this town hasn't really built much. What'll happen is you'll see roads show up instantly. So like the road will all of a sudden just go bam, but you'll see like a whole bunch of like basically smoke or basically like dust come up around the road when it pops up. It would work better if I was on a bigger map, which I'm thinking of like now that I'm realizing how constricted I am on this one. Yeah, see, here you go. There. Let's save this. Oh, I can show the bigger one. Give me 1 second. No, that's a small one. Give me 1 second. Remember, it was large or very large is the biggest? Very large. Then you got tropical, so you have like, you know, the classic American Southwest kind of dry, arid maps. And then you have tropical maps, which are kind of Southeast Asian based. Like, excuse me, archipelago style. Good temper though. Very large, and you can go like 1 1 1 2 1 3, so that's the width. So that's 1 1, meaning this is equal to this. So you can go 1 2. So it's now here and all the way up to there. It's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 towns versus 10 towns. This is now 11 and 86. But very large. If we max everything out here, my favorite is low industries, high towns. What I also like is a little bit more breaking of the map as well. Like this is just too much stuff on one side. Here we go. So this won't be good because you could build 3 separate loops. So one loop would be like these 4 towns connecting maybe with this one. Another loop would be all of these towns connected into a loop, and then having this town here connected with these ones. Well, yeah. So this is the biggest map. I just say 2 cargo types. 1850. Actually, hold on. We'll do the year 2000. I think we're on the. You'll probably end up with Europe. Well, you're about to see. They're big. And the good thing is because the way they work in the UI in it, or not the UI, but like the graphics and stuff, and the way they kind of you can't see certain things unless you're close to them anyways. That the game actually doesn't really have performance issues. Too badly. Like later on, like obviously if you have huge networks and tons of trucks and airplanes and ships, because you have aircraft as well. So you have trains, you have cars, trucks, you know, buggies, trams, trains, ships. So passenger ships, cargo ships, like super oil tankers and things like that. Then you have cargo aircraft and then passenger planes as well. So every mode of transportation is in the game, including horse and buggy. So you start basically in 1850 if you want to, and go all the way to basically whenever the tech stops. I think, the longest I've gone is 2080, and stuff stopped populating for me. But you can notice how long it takes to load. Here we go. Now they're spawning the animals. Oh, I have all the specs that they want, but I don't think it's the very big map. When you go to very big, it's a pain on most people's computers. If you go to just normal, like everything else set to normal, I mean, I never have a problem. One of the big issues is, like, it says spawning animals. It's not lying. It's spawning animals. It's spawning fish, basically aquatic wildlife, birds, bears, caribou, cows, sheep, regular fish, whales, you name it. Oh, here we go. But to put it in perspective, the map I had before was maybe this big. Like, it had 5 towns in it. This map has 1, 2, 3. Well, it has. I didn't count how many, but then, there's another portion of it. More of it. Huge lake. There we go. I'll start off 50 million because I also started in 2000. There we go. 27 towns. Yeah, so this map is 5 times bigger than the one I was playing on. So these are the ones I normally play on because you can do multiple things with this one. So for example, what I would probably do is ignore the industry altogether at this point and just build network hubs with passengers. So, like, for example, in this area here, I would use Nightly as a hub, and what I would do is I would get a train line from Stanhope, run it down to Lime Regis here, into Nightly, into Weatherby, into Kenilworth, and then back up to Stanhope. And then what you can do is use this as basically a hub, and say, okay, well, this one's going to have 3 terminals. One terminal will be for people coming from basically these 4 towns, and then another one for people coming from, say, these 4 towns will come here, and then the people coming from towns up here, or even do one big one up this way. So, like, these 4 have their own loop, then these 4 have a loop, and then one of those towns is an additional catch-22, or has an additional line on it that then connects to one of these 4. So, like, for example, these 8 here, I would go Dortwich Spa to Chippington Norton to Yate to Birchley and Fenny Stratford. English names, I'm pretty sure. At Yate, instead of having, for example, a train line with just 1 line of track, I'd give it 2 lines of track. I'd give it 4 lanes of track. So that way, 2, you can have 1 line going east and 1 line going west, and then you can have basically an extra line, a third line that specifically connects to another town. 1 town and 1 town only. So then I'd have another line going from Birtley Sutherton to Hawkesbury to Middleton to South Ismall, and then I'd have an extra line going from Boodley Sutherton to Yate. So these would all have 2, but this one would have a 3rd line of track, and it would connect to Yate directly. So the 2 of them would go together. Then down here, I would do Stanhope, Lime Regis, Knightley, and Norwich, and have Norwich connect to maybe Middleham. But I also would not cross this river. You can also do that where you can instead make these 2 towns together with rail, and that's it. Do these 2 together with rail, and that's it. Do, like, Knightley to Norwich to Hawkesbury to Boodley Sutherton down to Esmill over to Midheim, and then have it swing back down to Knightley. And then do the same thing with these ones, where you just connect these 4 together, and then have aircraft flying back and forth. Or even set up a massive loop where the main train line itself doesn't actually go into any towns. All the towns have stations that connect to the main line. I've seen cities, for example, that would be, say, like you pumped all your effort into nightly, for example, where you're only going to provide nightly with stuff and nightly only. Then what would happen is you could actually get this town so it ends up being like all the way to where this materials plant is. You can have it all the way back there. You can have it all the way over here so it actually absorbs other towns. Like they won't go away. They'll just be like little towns inside a town. And you can get these things going ridiculously big. And I actually like this map. I actually like this map quite a bit. So I can run the line here, have you connect there, run you down this way, connect there, connect there, have you run this way. Then what I'll usually do is I'll have a 4-lane main. So 2 lanes go, say, clockwise and 2 lanes go counterclockwise. And basically, you can then run any train you want on any of those 4 lines in a section. Yep, this is the largest. So that's the largest standard map, is pretty much what it's called. Then there is also my kind of getting to favorites. Let's make the main lane a little bigger. Let's remove some of the hills. The tropical maps are awesome because you're forced to use boats and you're forced to use aircraft a lot more. So with these ones is you can use boats to basically shipping containers. You ship massive bulk goods from island A to island B, and then use passenger aircraft to fly from one town to the other. And then you can get islands that are just completely one city and one city only, and it gets pretty awesome actually. Except the catch-22 is this one takes one of the I want to say the quickest to load, because it's basically usually 80% water, 60% water. When this is done loading and I walk around this map, I'm definitely going to call it quits for the night. It's fun. It's one of those games where it's only as hard as you want it to be, and it's only as complicated as you want it to be. Is there an older? There's Transport Fever 1. There is also. So I have Transport Fever 1. Sometimes it'll crash on load. I gotta be a little careful when I alt tab there. Yeah, there's. I think it's the 3rd game technically in the. I guess you can call it the franchise. Give me 1 second. So there's Train Fever. That was the first one. That came out in 2014. Then there was Transport Fever. So Train Fever was just trains and your carts that go from your horse-drawn carriages up to your trucks and cars and whatever. Transport Fever then brought in ships and built upon more mechanics and things like that. And then Transport Fever 2 came out, which is the most recent one, which they're still supporting, and they added in ships was the second one. The third one, which is this one, which is Transport Fever 2, added aircraft. And I can't remember what else they did. Is one on sale? Yeah, Transport Fever 2 is, wow, $51. Transport Fever, the first one, that's on sale for $6. Or $6 Canadian. It's basically Transport Fever 2, except you don't have aircraft. And it's just not, there's a lot of mechanics that aren't in this one, that are in the other one. It's still good. I have it. I've got 770 hours in it, so. And then there's the last one, which is just the generic Transport Fever, or just original Train Fever. That's like $20. But I'd say if you want to get into it, get the original Transport Fever. It's only $6, and it's good. It's as good as Transport Fever 2. The only catch-22 is you're just missing a lot of the stuff that they added in. Because I think they waited, I think it was like the development between Transport Fever and Transport Fever 2, I want to say it was 3 or 4 years. You have 2016 for Transport Fever, and then Transport Fever 2 was 2019. So it's 3 years of support, and then they developed and moved on to this one. And I think they've already even come out with another game, but it has nothing to do with this, like this stuff though. This is Urban Games that made it. Oh no, actually no, I'm wrong. Sorry, it's only these 3 games that they have out. It's the USA DLC that I got confused with. That was with I think the first. Well, there you go. Okay, so this is the tropical one. So this is not in Transport Fever 2 or Transport Fever 1. Yeah, this is just awesome. The graphics are also better in 2 than 1, but that makes sense. But there's also a huge modding community as well, which is cool. And of course, you also get little weird things like this, though. Okay, so like for this map, for example, you'd use ships to move stuff from A to B, and then you would use aircraft to move people from, Island A to Island B, which is pretty good. Taipei City, nice. Have a good one. Oh, I'm not going to bed just yet. I'm going to go eat. I'm hungry. But yeah, so that is that. So what I'm thinking of doing is next Saturday, I'll probably start with a new playthrough now that I've fiddled with some of the new stuff. Then the plan is going to be tomorrow. I will be streaming, if I can get it to work, Jane's Fleet Command. Hey, hold on, let me try it right now. Might be loud. Someone told me that it should work once I'm in to an actual mission. There we go. I want this one, apparently. This is the one where I was actually messing around with stuff. We'll see if this works. Well, it works a little bit better. Well, you can still see like what you need to do and stuff like that, which is cool.
Roger. Roger, out. Can do.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is from.
ID track 573.
Classified track 573.
Oh gosh, this is.
Roger.
This is from. I'd have to double check the.
Will do. Out.
Ooh, that's not good. Hold up.
Wilco out.
It's a very realistic game too, so give me one quick second here. So 17 seconds till you're ready to go. That is something I might not like. That's got me nervous. What are you? You are a Seawolf class?
Can do.
Go there.
Will do, Roger.
Affirmative.
Oh wait, no. I just screwed that up.
Wilco out. Will do out. Launch aircraft. Affirmative out.
There's the 4 F-18s launched. Now these guys have been told as well, rules of engagement. If some of these guys are baddies,
5, 7,
Yep.
3, 3. VID is hostile air.
you should auto-engage.
Weapon away. Track
Perfect.
5, 7, 3, 3. VID track 5, 7, 3. Identify as hostile air. Birds away. Track 5, 7, 3. Roger.
I love this game. This is one of my favorite games of all time.
Will do. Roger out. Can do.
Okay, so we're engaging here with 120.
Splash track.
Boom, there we
5,
go.
7, 3, 3. Can do out.
You're gonna go high altitude and you're gonna go slow. Well, we'll see how that works. This is Gene's fleet command.
Splash track 5, 7, 3.
I think that was a badger.
Classified track 5, 7, 3, 2. Can do. Roger out. Will do. Roger out.
Oof, that is probably going to be enemy aircraft.
Out.
Go there. I love this game. This game was one of my favorite games when I was in after like just I think it was just after college. You can go to replays and it'll show you where everything is. Ooh, there were some subs over there. There is some Indian warships there, 2 Indian subs there, another warship, an Su-7. That's where the fleet was. It's not quite procedurally generated, but what happens is that, because it's been modded, because obviously this is not the 99 version, players have figured out ways of basically, you make the scenario, and then you say, hey, there's a 50% chance it goes here, 10% chance it shows up there, or whatever. It's an awesome game. Well, this game was both. It was fun and it was all about graphics. Like, this game was ridiculous. Maybe I'll stream it tomorrow if I can get it working a little bit better. I don't think I'll be able to, but I'll be able to try. But anyways, thanks for watching, and including all the 7 other people that are not talking on YouTube and the 4 people on Twitch that aren't talking. Thanks for watching. I'll be streaming again tomorrow evening if I can get Gene's fleet command to work a little bit better. If not, it'll be more islands on Monday night. That might be, I think that's an 11 o'clock p.m. stream, I think. I'll have to double check the calendar. But yeah, with that in mind, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If not, Monday. Bye-bye. Oh, and then on Monday, too, I might be giving away more keys for islands on Monday. Maybe. See you then. Bye. And then I gotta mute this and...